Hello there, and welcome to Non-Dairy Cards, where we're continuing our Confessions of a Breakaholic series. This is part number 5, where we kind of go through some of the dangers of breaking and where things can go sideways. And as you can tell, crap got real in this one. That FOMO that I need to get certain things. It got out of control here. So last time we got an auto, a couple of numbered cards, including this Josuar Gonzalez numbered to 50, which is probably our best hit of the last one. But if you're keeping score at home, we have 1 relic card, a total of 9 numbered cards, and 4 autos from 4 breaks. So we're averaging about an auto per break. Now we're getting into break number 5, where I got a little out of control, and I'd probably say I ended up with most of the break here. So we're going to break this into 2 different videos here. So obviously not going through everything. I'm going to go ahead and just set aside a good portion of this here, and we'll just take a few off the top here. So like the other videos here, this was a similar break format. You had a jumbo box of update, a hobby box of update. You had a number of different blasters, and then the slab packs, which were part of the break here. So I'm going to save the slab packs for the last, because that was the thing that I was really excited about. And depending on how far we get, I might pull some other packs over from the other group here. But I'm going to go ahead and move these hits from previous videos out of the way so we can focus on what we got out of this particular break, or this half of the break here. So I'm going to leave these stands back up. And what we're going to do is we'll go through, these blasters first. So I ended up with 3 Topps Chrome blasters, and as you might expect, a couple of them were basically your typical Topps Chrome blasters. So, we got Stanton, a lot of your base cards here, your base parallels. Probably that Paul Skeens might be our best card out of this particular pack. But not a whole lot to write home about from, got another Skeens there, from the blaster box number 1. So, this particular box here, that's your throwaway box. So getting that out of the rotation, congratulations to the rest of you. You don't have to open that particular box. Now, blaster number 2 here, I think is going to be a similar sort of situation. It's where we get into blaster number 3 that I think things get a little bit more interesting. So again, a good number of rookies and other cards that are involved here. Got Logan Webb on the, I forget what they call that, maybe the fractal or something like that. But yeah, basically the same sort of cards that we got out of pack 1 with, maybe 1 PC card out of there. But as somebody who got into Topps Chrome, there was just way too much Topps Chrome in my life, and so this was not what I was looking for in the break here. So definitely had a grumpy perception of it when I spun the wheel and ended up with that, because everything was based on the wheel spin. Now this box here kind of changes the game a little bit. So obviously I think some of the cards from this box got thrown into one of the other ones, but you can see we got Jung Hoo Lee. That's a good PC card, but not a whole lot else on this kind of beginning set here until we get into the other packs, or the end of the box here. So all of these came from the same box. So we got this Jairo Iriarte on the, I think it's the Aqua Lava here, which, that's kind of a cool name for a card set, to 199. So, that's a good pickup there. And then we got Luis Severino on the blue to 150 Ray Wave. The Iriarte is to 199 here. And so we got 2 numbered cards out of this. And, if that's not enough. I would have been happy with that as the results here. But this is where we really got the biggest hit of the break here. So we got a Hyseon Kim Blue Refractor Parallel rookie autograph. And so this one, definitely pulling a redemption out of a blaster box. That's not something you're counting on ever. So to get that, that's now our 6th auto that we pulled thus far from this break. So, that's a good thing to come out of it. But, given how much we ended up with out of this particular break, we got most of the break on this one. I'd probably say 75 to 80% of the break. Because, again, gunning for the Giants, they were one of the last spins that were available there. So, as we go through here, this is now we're actually getting into the Topps update box here. So we got Hank Aaron on the parallel here, and another one of those Ronald Acuna bleacher reachers. So I'm going to pop Hank Aaron into a sleeve and Acuna into a sleeve here. And then we got a couple of foils of Matt Olson and Ronald Acuna on the All-Star Game parallels. And then we've got our Mets. We got a bunch of rookies here. So this was probably the dud of the break here thus far. There might be a few others that are dud-ish. And then we get the Cubs here, which didn't get the Cubs too much in the break. They were pulled by a lot of other folks, probably some Cubs fans in there grabbing those. But some decent rookies. And we got Matt Shaw. That's a decent rookie on the black gold parallel. So we'll toss him up there. And then Moises Ballesteros on the rainbow foil. And then we've got 2 Kyle Tuckers and a Cade Horton. So those mojo packs, or the silver packs on this one, we're definitely into that Kyle Tucker action this time. So we'll sleeve those up and toss them up on the stand there. But I would have loved to get, Matt Shaw or, even Cade Horton on that, but it's kind of interesting that you get 2 of the same guy. So as we get into the Mariners, so again, another team that was kind of a high-value, sought-after team in the Mariners. So we've got a number of different rookies here looking for Big Dumper, and end up with Ken Griffey Jr. on the foil of the 90s throwback, and a Rosarena on the throwback here, or on the All-Star Game. And then we've got Logan Evans on the True Green to 99, 19 of 99. So rookie card of Logan Evans to 99. I'm not going to complain about that. So that's a pretty decent pull there for the Mariners. So thus far, out of the break itself, we've got 1 numbered card. Out of the Chrome boxes, we're beating the break with the Chrome box experience. So now as we get into the Dodgers, so again, another team that was sought after, and you're going for the Otanis, you're going for the Sasakis, the Yamamoto cards in here. So we did get an Otani on the Night Terrors, so we'll go ahead and get him. And we got a parallel of Hyseon Kim on the 90s, so, and then Dalton Rushing, and then we got a numbered to 2025 of Evan Phillips here. So got our second numbered card out of the break here, and looks like we're going to have our first hit from the break proper from the Yankees. So again, Yankees are a team you would want in this particular break here. So as we look at the cards, a lot of the rookie base. Then we've got Joe DiMaggio and Lou Gehrig on the 90s parallel. Then Mickey Mantle on the Bleacher Reacher. And then our first hit of this, one of 4 that would have been available out of this. You got your Jazz Chisholm on the game-used bat memorabilia. So, again, not a numbered card, but another hit that we got out of this particular break. And I think I'll grab a couple more packs from what we have outstanding there. So we'll go ahead and toss him on top of Severino. So now we get into the Astros, and as you can tell, nothing in a top loader here, so best we can get is a Mojo. And again, lots of rookies here. Victor Caratini on the Rainbow Foil, and then another Cam Smith on the Silver Pack Mojo 90s throwback card. So grab this one here, and this will finish us off for today. All right, so we got the Blue Jays for the last one for today. We will count all of the Break 5 things together here. So double Alan Roden, and then we got a Tyler Heineman on the purple, the 250. So another numbered card, so not going to complain about that. We got 3 numbered cards and a relic thus far through probably half of the break. So, positive momentum there, but getting half of the break and getting 3 numbered and a relic, that probably wouldn't be what you're going for. However, getting this kind of redeems it a little bit, but again, how much are you paying for the break versus how much would this card be on its own? So I think, as you get into it, we'll kind of recap our hits from this particular set here. So a lot of the different Mojo cards. We've got a couple of different Bleacher Reachers, Matt Shaw and Shohei on the parallels. And then our hits are going to be our Jairo Iriarte, Luis Severino on the Chrome numbered parallels. Then we've got 3 different numbered cards, Heineman to 250, Evan Phillips to 2025, and Evans to 99 here. So some decent numbered cards coming out of there, but our big hits out of this one are definitely going to be the Jazz Chisholm game used bat, which is a nice card, and then the Hyseung Kim on the rookie autograph parallel here. So good thing that's not a valuable card or anything in and of itself, but you could see definitely some value in this particular break, but does it offset what we ended up with the last time? So next time we'll finish up break number 5 and go through what are these slab packs going to provide for us here, and then we'll finish it off with break number 6 after that. So only a couple more parts, but appreciate you hanging out with me, going through this journey, and hopefully we'll see you again next time.